Hi everyone, it's Mike here and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today's going to be a little bit more of a show and tell session. I've got some brand new products that I've added to my website in readiness for Halloween. So let me turn over to my overhead camera and I'll show you the new products that I've just loaded onto the website in readiness for spooky season. Alright, so the first four products are my spooky season stencils. So we have the obligatory trying to get the word out, cobweb. So this is different to ones that, the one that I did as a mask a couple of years ago and also as a 6x6 stencil. This is now the new size 5.5 by 8 inch stencil. So, and it's a new design of cobweb. So it is more of a mask than a stencil because it does mask out the shape of the cobweb rather than give you the shape of the cobweb behind, if you understand what I mean. That the difference between stencils and masks is that this main white colour here, which is the material, is going to make sure that the absence of colour is where that is, if you get my drift. So that is Creepy Cobweb. So that's stencil number 1, which has been added to the website. The next one is Wicked Words. So I did a journaling words one earlier this year, maybe back end of last year, I can't remember now. And you all seem to like that one, so I decided I was going to do another one, this time with more of a kind of Halloween font, but obviously picking more kind of Halloween-y kind of words as well. So caution, beware, poison, warning, toxic, keep out, danger and wicked. And of course with these, if you only want the one word, then they are very, very easy to mask off. So for example, if you just want warning, all you have to do is just add a piece of masking tape or stencil tape just across the bottom, like so, and then you can get the full word without getting any other kind of residue from any of the other words on the stencil or mask in this case again for that one. So again, same size, 5.5 inches by 8 inches, which is a really good size for art journal pages, almost A5 if you're wondering what that was in European. So the next one is an updated version of my 6x6 bat stencil that I released a couple of years ago. That one was called Totes Amaze Bats. This one's just called Going Batty. So again, 5.5 by 8 inches, different style of bat on this one. This one's a bit more cartoony. This one's a bit more Scooby-Doo, if you ask me. And that again can be used as a repeat. So if you've got larger areas, because all you have to do is to match up the end one with the one, so you can match up top and bottom, same sort of thing. So again, all these stencils are 350 micron, so they are quite substantial, they are quite thick. And then the updated version of the Skull Stack. So again, I did this one as a 6x6 stencil a couple of years ago. So this is the new 5.5 inch by 8 inch version. And this time it's a different skull. I've chosen a different skull to do the stacking with. So those are the 4 spooky season stencils for 2024, all of which are available on the website to purchase now. They're ready and waiting for you to pop in your basket. So the next thing is these are new to me for my stock on my website. I've spoken to Indigo Blue this year. I'm releasing some stamps with them, as you know probably already, but there was some stamps that they did last year for Halloween which I just fell in love with, and at the time I wasn't in a position to be able to stock them on my website, but this year I can. So we have 3 new Halloween stamps from Indigo Blue which I'm now going to be stocking on my website. So to start off with, We have Spooky Boy, who's absolutely fantastic. I did do a project with this last year as part of my Spooktember. Quotes on that one: being normal is vastly overrated, and also too ghoul for school. Love it. Deeply etched red rubber stamps, cling mounted. Absolutely fantastic. I love these Halloween stamps. They are probably my favourite Halloween ones that they've released in the last few years. So that's Spooky Boy, $12.99 on the website. Again, this is now in stock and ready to purchase. And Spooky Boy, we've also got Spooky Girl. And the quote for that one is, if you've got it, haunt it. I love this. I love these kind of like little skull balloons that pop up around her as well. Absolutely fantastic. And if you team this up with like one of the cobweb stencils or the Going Batty stencil, you've got yourself a great background in which to stamp and colour her in. Love it. Again, deeply etched red rubber stamp. These have been used. These are my copies. These are well loved. I've already started using them. So yeah, again, so you've got your separate quote block there, and they are a very decent size. I'll get the ruler out in a second and I'll measure them and tell you how big they are. And the last one is the Pumpkin Monster. Love it. Absolutely love this one. It's creepy but cute at the same time. And the quote on this one is a line from the Rocky Horror Picture Show. I would like, if I may, to take you on a strange journey. So that was done by the narrator. Played in the film by Charles Gray, if I remember rightly. So yes, love that one too. So those three stamps, again, are available on my website to purchase now if you're interested. I did say I would measure so you knew how big the stamps were. So they measure in new money around about 10 centimeters by 9 centimeters. So they're almost 4 inches by 4 inches. Almost 4 inches. So about three and a half maybe by just about 4 inches on the Spooky Boy. Spooky Girl is a bit taller, so she is 4.5 by, again, about 3.5. So that's in new money about 8.5 centimeters by about 11. And the Pumpkin Monster is about 8.5 centimeters by 10 again. So that's going to be wide, inch-wise, about 3.5 by almost 4, or bang on 4. So decent sizes for smaller size cards. Your A6 card, if you're in the US, that'll be an A2 size card. Perfect size for stamping for those. But again, as a central point on a 6x6 card, if you want to go a bit bigger. And if you're doing 5x7s, you've got plenty of time or plenty of real estate or creative real estate to do stenciling and backgrounds and layering with papers as well. So those are the three stamps which are on my website to purchase now. So that's 4 stencils, 3 stamps, and now for the Carte Noire. And I can't see these. So these, the first set is called Dancing Skelly Bobs. So if I tilt them, you can see the cut lines. So there are 12 dancing skeletons in this set, and I'll flip it over so you can see the cut lines better. So with the Carte Noire, black on one side, white on the other. Funerals, weddings, weddings, funerals, black and white, goes with anything. Again, so this is 1500 micron thick mount board, so it's white core, it's white on one side, black on the other. You can paint on them. You can add gold paint to them. You can paint on whichever side you want. It really does take the colour really, really well. And they're just held in by tiny little tabs. So if you hold these up to the light, you can see where the tabs are. And all you have to do is just to push your thumb on that tab and it will just snag out. As you can see, look, they're lifting out the sheet already. They're very, very easy to do. I don't want to pop all these out because, well, actually, I do want to pop all these out. So let's just pop one out just to show you how easy it is. So we'll go like that. There's only a couple of tabs in each one because they are kind of a little bit delicate. I didn't want to put too many in the sheet. So, but they're light enough to be held in. There we go. Skelly Bob. Now, if you're wondering about the size there, they are the same size, or they will be the same size. They are the same size. Let me just go and grab something for demo. Just across back to my desk. So if you're wondering how they compare to an ATC, this is an ATC. Yeah, fit perfectly on an ATC. And you've still got some space to be able to add background, stenciling, texture, paint effects, crackle, you name it. So you could have it white side, or you can have it black side in silhouette if you want to. So there are 12 of those Skelly Bobs on the sheet. And again, so they're the dancing Skelly Bobs. Ian said I should call them dance macrame, as in dance macabre. Yeah, I know. I did ignore him. Anyway, dancing Skelly Bobs. So that's that one set there. The next set are larger. So these are spooky scarecrows. So again, on this one, you're getting the 2 scarecrows, you're getting 2 Halloween jack-o'-lanterns, pumpkins, and you're getting a black crow that will sit nicely on the scarecrow's arm as well. So again, black on one side, you can see the cut lines, and then white on the other. So if you wanted to paint on there, you can do. But then again, you could go over this side if you wanted to with white gesso first, and then paint them whatever colour you want to, add your decoration, stamp in, whatever you like. So that is the spooky scarecrow. So that's set number 2. So set number 3 is I've wanted to do a set of alphabets for a while. So that's what we've got on this one. As you can see, you've got the full A to Z, but you've also got 1 to 9, including the 0. So you could put 2024 if you wanted to. Actually, you'd need 2 sets for that, wouldn't you? Or you could put numbers, house numbers, number 31 if you wanted. But you're also getting the full alphabet. But you've got 2 of each of the vowels. So there's 2 A's, 2 E's, 2 I's, 2 O's, 2 U's as well. So it's easy for you to spell the word Halloween or boo on there if you wanted to do that. And again, white on that side, but they'll be facing the wrong way. So, but you can, like I said, you can paint with white gesso over the top of these if you wanted to. Or cover them in embossing enamel, which is another really good way of covering these. Just go over with your Versamark or your embossing glue, pad, whatever, and then just sprinkle them with embossing powder. Cover them in embossing powder. You can get some really nice like Halloween oranges, or even if you wanted shiny black, why not, or silver or copper, that kind of stuff. So that's the spooky alpha nums, as in alpha numeric. So alpha nums. So they're new as well this year, today, if you like. And finally, we have haunted houses. So 2 different haunted houses. So one with kind of like a gate, not a gate, a spooky fence with like gothic kind of arched windows and your turrets and your spires and your chimney pots and all that kind of stuff. This one has kind of like crosses, little gravestone kind of markers, has a door in the middle, and they're all circular windows, but it's got more chimney pots and more spires and things. There's 3 bats per house, 1 ghost on 1 witch. Or if you wanted to, you could do a street and have the ghosts and the witches flying around. I've deliberately done the witches so they're flying in opposite directions, and then there's another 3 bats up there. So 6 bats in total, 2 witches and 2 ghosts and 2 spooky houses. There you go. You can see the lines better on that one. And these would look great if you put maybe some coloured cardstock behind. I'll just show you for the windows and the door. So if you put maybe yellow or orange, I've just got some glossy orange cardstock. It's kind of matte on one side and then glossy on the other. But this would make great infills behind the windows for these. Absolutely fun. Bits of fun to do. So those are the Carte Noire new releases. So 4 new Carte Noirs. And there's that Dancing Skelly Bob. There's the 3 stamps for spooky season, and I don't know what I've done with them. I put them to one side. There they are. And then the 4 stencils. If you're wondering whether there's going to be any paper pads this year for Halloween, yes, there are 2 8x8 paper pads, printed paper pads, that I'm going to be releasing in the next week or so. I'm working in conjunction again with Indigo Blue on those because they also want them from me. So I'll probably do a synchronized launch with Indigo Blue on the same day for those 2 paper pads. One is real kind of brilliant backgrounds. It's checks and plaids and stripes in Halloween colours. The other one is definitely more gothic, with gothic windows and lots of distress and crackle and peeling paints and that kind of stuff. So I can't wait to show you those, but not just yet. So those are my Halloween releases, new additions to the website for getting ready for either Spooktember or Spooktober. Can't decide which at the moment, depends on how quickly I can get my videos filmed and finished and uploaded. So that's all from me for now. I will see you all again very, very soon. Bye for now. I'd like to say a huge thank you to all of my angels, because without you, these videos would not be possible. And don't forget, you can access your exclusive angel-only content over on my website. There's a link in the description area below. Thank you.